What's going on, guys? Psychopath here, and today I just want to be looking at the Smite tier list, DM Brandon's tier list. So yeah, we're just give me a quick skim. I'm not gonna go all in depth about everybody. This is just me placing in my personal opinion. So first off, let's get Medusa out here because she's new and we can't really study her yet, so we can put her here. And let's just start from A to Z. Agni. I think Agni is about S minus. He's really good, but not better than stuff or like SS. Actually, nothing's SS right now. So let's put that right there. I'm gonna say Cobb. I think with no mobility, but was a better sprint, he can be really reliable, but never. He's got to be with the hands of a master or something. So let's just put him in B plus, cause yeah, there's way better ADCs. On her, doing really good right now is that new buff that he got on his two. So he's going to S plus because that he's the best in the world. Anubis, all he is really damage, and his 1 and his 4 cannot. He has to channel and he has to stand still, which is not safe in team fights. But he does burst pretty good. But he's not that amazing, so let's just put him at A minus. Al Kwong, I haven't been seeing him a lot lately, but he is very powerful, and he got his reduced scaling, but that didn't really change anything. So he's going to A. A should be a good spot for him. Aphrodite doing really good in the solo lane and very powerful and can heal, can be in support too. So let's just put it at S minus because there's better options out there. Apollo really suffering lately. Cannot, even if you upgrade his one all the way, can't clear a wave. So let's just put him to C because that's just my opinion. Arachne, very good. In my opinion, I feel like if you put a Hasten Valor in the jungle, she cannot be stopped because all you have to do is keep chasing them. But not really in the meta, and probably will never ever be until a buff comes to her. But let's just stick her to A because A seems like a good place for her. Ares, one of my favorite supports, but now has been falling off because Sylvanas has been getting a lead, and Geb is kind of better in him, in my opinion. So let's just put it in A minus. It hurts me to say it, but it has to be done. Artemis doing really good with the attack speed buff now. Now can clear waves. Before her 3, even if you upgrade all the way, cannot even kill back archers. But now with the attack speed buff, she doesn't really need it. So let's just put her at S. Sounds like the first one on S. Athena doing amazing was that taunt, probably one of the best abilities in the game, and her ultimate was that global presence. But why am I saying but? She goes to S plus without a doubt. A Wheelix, she can be reliable, but on Conquest she's not that team fight driven. The only thing that can really do in team fight is really just burst damage, which as we can see Anubis can do that, and he's at B. Let's just put a Wheelix. I mean, he's an A minus, so let's just put her in the B because a mage is better for burst damage, and assassin's got to clear and all that. Bacchus doing really good with that buff lately, like amazing. Jeff Hindler's been using him a lot, but I don't like to let the pros decide my decision in life, so let's just put in S. S is a good place for him. Bakasura, as we can see in the SPL, Cyclone went off with Bakasura, and nobody could have really done anything. They banned him after the first round, so he should deserve S plus. I mean, not plus, just S. Put him in there. Bastet has fallen off. She was at least right here, but now it's just fallen off. Let's just put her in A plus because she's still reliable, but not perfect. Bologna, after that buff when she first came out, she was unstoppable. If she didn't get patched, she would have definitely been SS. But now, DM put her in S plus, but I feel like she's not that reliable anymore. Maybe if you slap her a heavy hammer and invade, she can be good. So let's just put her in S, because she's still good. Still one of my favorite warriors. I play her all the time. But let's just slap her right here for the best of the good. Bracken, after getting that buff, hasn't really been changing at all. And I feel like even now, he's still not going to be reliable. So let's just be an S plus. Yeah. Chuck. He's amazing until 20 minutes, cause then he really can't do anything in team fight. The only thing he can do is really silence. But he's still amazing. I still love him. I use him as Heartseeker with that extra damage in lane. So I'm just gonna slap him in A. A is pretty good for him. Chang Yao, same story. Doesn't really do anything. The worst thing she can do as a team is stun with her ult. Get that mobility. Doesn't heal that much, but it's reliable healing. So let's just slap her into A. There's gonna be a lot in A because this game is pretty balanced. There's always gonna be stuff that are like better than the others, but so far everything's balanced. Kronos, really, really bad early game. Probably one of the early games, worst early games out of every solo laner. But if you can get him to that late game, he's unstoppable, man. So let's just slap her into S. Cupid, probably the only thing I can counter X Spelunk right now, and on her a little bit. Always a safe pick. If on her and X Spelunk are banned, always go for that Cupid. Always a safe pick. You'll never go wrong with Cupid. Fenrir been really falling off in the jungle. Nobody really plays him in the jungle anymore. But I see him all the time in support and solo, which is actually really amazing. And Fenrir is pretty cool, and I gotta slap him to A just because his skin, the Lord Slashing. I'm kidding. I don't judge by skin, but he is really good. Keep him there. Freya, same story. Can be in solo jungles. I've seen her mid. Doesn't work out in mid. Can be ADC. She's just all around versatile, and deserves on the A. Slap him in A. And Geb. Geb being really fallen off lately now that there's better supports like Bacchus, Athena, Sylvanas, all this good supports that just counter him. But his shields are always going to be OP and always will be. So let's just slap him to A+. Guan Yu. I haven't been seeing a lot of play from him. The only thing I see him in is support lately, and there's a lot of better options in support, so let's just slap him to B. That's just my personal opinion. I haven't been seeing him lately. Hades can counter everything in lane. Bakasura, mostly all the warriors, mostly everything. So let's just slap him to S, because that's where he deserves. And we see him played by Dibios all the time that will always go ham. Hebo, he cannot win a lane. He always gets countered, ganked, all this, so he always feeds, unless he's like a person always amazing with him. But let's just slap him to C, because I really can't see play for him. Hell, being, I can't tell you how much times I lose ranked games because of Hell. Always healing, her light form, always get her mana back, all this good stuff that just makes her a little bit more OP. But she can't really do anything in the laning phase. She can clear all this, so let's just slap her into S-, A-. So Hercules really struggling with that new buff. that debuff that he got. And I don't really want to talk about it because Hercules is my favorite now. He sucks. So let's just have S-. He's still pretty viable, but nah. Huyu was that new recent buff that doesn't it doesn't have a build-up time anymore. Well, which was fun, just to annoy people with the build-up time. He was never really reliable because his ultimate doesn't do that much damage, and all this factors that just makes him not OP anymore. So let's just slap him to B. Humbats going to the solo role or the jungle, and he's always been good. Just this season, he's just been amazing lately. So let's just slap him to S-. Isis. As we can see in the SPL, Kiki went off with Isis, and yeah, pretty good. Let's just put her into A. Janus been really falling off lately. I haven't been seeing a lot of play from him lately, but he's still good with that rotations. But now that there's Athena, there's not really need for rotations. So let's just put him into A. Colleague. If you can get her out of that early game, she melts. So let's just slap her into S- because she can't be. All she does is melt. So if she falls up really bad, there's nothing you can do about it. Kukulkan, after that buff that he got with I forgot at the beginning of season 2, he's been really reliable, and that extra tick really did mean difference. Let's just slap her into A plus. Kumbhakarna, after that buff, hasn't been really. I haven't seen him a lot lately, and he's never been that good in the first place. So just slap him to B. Loki, one of the best split pushers in the whole entire game, and my opinion, one of the best assassins for single target damage. So let's put him to A, because other than that, he can't really do anything in team fights or anything. Mercury, I haven't been seeing play from him at all, and probably never will until like an SPL comes out and people auto lock him because of, I don't know, Elastis isn't jungle anymore. But whatever, let's just slap him to B plus because I haven't been seeing him lately. Neath, this is probably one of the hardest decisions in my life. Neath falls off because of no scaling. But if you can just build her a bunch of attack speed and attack and crit, she can be really good. And she's good with a 4 protect 1 strategy, like in Cloud9. So D and Brendan put her into B tier, but she's my homie, and I have to put her to A because she isn't that bad. And Nemesis just melts on everything imaginable. She's colleague, but she doesn't fall off. No, she kind of falls off after a little bit. But she is better than Kali, so let's put her to A. Naja, have been seeing a lot of play from her in League, in Ranked. But she has no mobility, but she is a really annoying, so let's put her to A+. And I think we're done with A+ here. Nox, I don't know. I don't know what Hi-Rez was thinking after they nerfed her ultimate like that. That was really messed up. She was amazing. I feel bad for people that got her diamond in under a week, and now she's just really bad. I gotta slap her to deep, because that ultimate really did change her. She does have a lot of good poke, but that's just about it. Nuwa, good finisher, and has good stun, root, all that you need for a good man laner, but hasn't been seeing a lot of play because her kit isn't the best, but it's also pretty good, so A- should be good for her. Odin, well, Odin by far was the worst character in the game, but after seeing play and after people have been realizing that he does good with a lot of other people's abilities, I can't just slap him to D like that. I have to put him to at least like B because he isn't that bad anymore. Osiris has been really falling off lately. After that buff that he did with the attack speed, he just wasn't reliable anymore. So gotta slap him into B again. More B. Poseidon has been seeing good play, but all you have to do is aegis it in all his abilities, and you should be golden. And let's just slap him to A because he is still OP. And every time I get into my game, I really want to cry myself to sleep every time he's in it. Ra, always a safe pick. Will always be a safe pick because he has healing, slow, a beam, and a snipe. So he's always been safe, and he always will be safe. So let's just slap him to A. Rama. Rama's the same thing as Ra. Always a safe pick. If, say, on her and keep her to ban, and if they picked up X Blanc, Rama will always be there. So let's just slap it into A. Scylla. Scylla's more of a burst damage kind of god, and will always be a burst damage kind of god. Yeah, let's just slap him to A, S minus because all she really is damage. She has escape, which is good. Not a lot of mages have escapes. So yeah, keep her there. Serket used to be S plus. Now hasn't been seeing a lot of play. Now there's better junglers and all that. But she is still reliable and she's amazing. And she's still first pick, first ban. So I gotta slap her to S tier. Sobek, after that buff in the second patch, he was amazing, and he hasn't fallen off. But there's been a lot of better supports out there. But I still love Sobek, and I play him in the solo role, so I have to slap him to A. So on Wukong, recently I just got him Diamond. Hasn't been reliable. I always lose up my matchup. The only time I'm still on a winning streak on Arena, but that's Arena. Conquest hasn't really been seeing play, neither in support role or the solo role. So let's just slap him to C because there's not really any use for him at all. Sylvanas, S plus. No, he has a heal, he has a stun, he has a knock up, he has a pull, he has everything that the team needs, and he's just been always reliable. Thanatos falls off late game. His early game's really good. If you can get him into the early game that good, like get him like at least 5 kills in the early game, he probably can't fall off in the late game for how much gold, how much experience, how much levels he has on other people. So let's just put him to A. Thor, S plus. He has early game best level 1. He can invade. If you have a Bellona and a Thor, get ready for an invasion on another team. He has a getaway. He has his ultimate's probably the best ultimate in the game, global presence, and all this good stuff. And Thor's just been Thor. He's always been a solid pick. And Tyr. Tyr's a good jungler. I've seen him support sometimes. I've seen him solo. I've seen him all these good roles, but I can't let him, he falls off. All he is really is a cannon. He doesn't do as much damage as you think he is in all. I can't talk. He's just slap him to A. Euler has been really good lately with that Bluestone Pendant, but after the Bluestone Pendant nerf, that he loses 1% more than he normally has. It's just been really bad, and I haven't been seeing a lot of play from him. So just slap him into B plus. With no ultimate, it really does change something. Vamana, always a safe pick. Vamana hasn't been seeing a lot of play, but he's always been a safe pick. And every time I play against him, he either really tanky or just really annoying just to go against. Vulcan, not really a safe pick, but not really a good pick. So I have to slap him the B because the only thing I can really do is have a snipe with his ultimate, which is always pretty hype. Xblanc, now Season 2 changed a lot of stuff. Xblanc's been really useful. If you can get him to 6 kills, he just melts everything. He can get up to 1,000 crit, and he's going to go to S tier. Ymir, if you want some early aggression, he's good, but that's he has everything a team needs, really. He has a slow, he has a stun, he has a wall, and he has his ultimate that does the highest damage in the whole entire game, base damage. So, yeah, let's slap him. He's not S material. Let's just slap him to minus. Zeus has been really falling off lately. Doesn't have really anything to help him. No escape. He has mega burst damage, but that's just about it. Zonquay, I like Zonquay. He's pretty good. He has protection. Slap him to A tier, just because he has his ultimate, better sprint, all that good stuff. And yeah, that's my personal opinion of the tier list that's right now. That's only in my opinion. DM Brandon's more experienced than me. He's in diamond ranked. I'm just in bronze. But this is just in my personal opinion how it's gonna go. So hope you guys enjoy, and peace.